Welcome to Pressure Crisp, everybody. Today we're going to be making a whole chicken in your Ninja Foodi Grill. Yes, this can be done. Today we have a 5-pound chicken. It's bigger than what I've been cooking in there because I know it's difficult to find that 4-pound chicken at your local market. Usually they're these giant chickens that I swear they put them on steroids. We're going to be doing it the same way we did it the other day, except today I have fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, and of course, well, fresh lemons. So come on over and let's get this whole chicken started in the Ninja Foodi Grill. To start this recipe, you want to preheat your Ninja Foodi. You want to make sure your ceramic pan is in, the mesh screen is in, and you're going to go ahead and lower the lid. You're going to turn your Ninja Foodi Grill on. We're going to select Air Crisp. We're going to choose 350, and we're going to hit start. Now it's in the preheat phase for right now. It defaults to 20 minutes, but I'm going to bump this up to an hour because I know this chicken will probably take an hour or maybe like an hour and 10 minutes. I wish it would jump up like in 15-minute increments, but it doesn't. What you see in front of you is that 5-pound chicken. We have lemon, fresh rosemary and thyme, fresh cracked black pepper, kosher salt, butter. What I like to do, I'm just going to push this off to the side. I have the chicken on a sheet pan just for, I don't know, contamination reasons. I'm just going to cut these big fat pieces off. I always do that. You don't have to do that, but I always do it. So I've rinsed this bird. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to pick it up just a bit. We're going to sprinkle some salt in there and some fresh black pepper. And once again, once you touch all this stuff, it becomes contaminated. It's going to put some pepper in there. And what I like to do with the fresh herbs, I like to just crumble them up just a little bit. You're going to have some of the thyme fall off, but I can smell that. By me just doing that, rubbing my fingers around the herbs, I can smell it all the way over here, and it smells wonderful. So what I'm going to do is just put that into the cavity and do the same thing with the rosemary. And I'm just going to bend this rosemary in half, and I'm going to place the rosemary in there. I mean, use this knife. Now this lemon is contaminated, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this whole lemon. And yes, everything ends up on the floor here. So we lost a piece of that lemon. So we're going to use what we have left. And I'm just going to throw this in as well because the lemon, most of the oils are in the skin. So I'm just going to take that and place that right in there. Next step, I'm going to show you, let's see, I might have to use a knife. What I like to do is put my finger in between the skin, go down as far as you can. And over here, doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. So I'm just going to take this back and just dissect a little bit back. There we go. We have a little opening. Put your finger in there and just go back as far as you can. You're just picking the skin up away from the meat. And we're going to take butter, and once you touch this butter, you can no longer use this butter for anything else. I may as well use up all this butter. I'm going to push that down towards the front. A little bit more in here, so we might as well use it. I'm just going to break it off so it's pretty much even. Just like that. Next step, if you have kitchen twine, you can cook it just like this. But if you have kitchen twine, go ahead and make like a little knot here. Bring it through. And I'm going to attach it to this leg. And you want to make it tight on that leg. What I do is bring them in close. You're going to wrap it around that leg. I try to tuck his tail up, but sometimes it doesn't work. There we go. And sometimes the legs will hold that part of the chicken in there. And I didn't leave enough on this end, but we'll do the best we can to make this knot. So I'm trying to let you guys see this. But this should hold if I just continue wrapping, so you don't even have to do a knot. There we go. Let's see if I can do this for you so you can see it. But we will make this work. There we go. And that should hold right there. If you want to trim this off, go ahead. I'm just going to tuck that down. And that is a beautiful, beautiful bird. Now that butter's gonna melt and then it's gonna baste those chicken breasts. Now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna use kosher salt and we're just gonna go around the whole thing. You wanna be liberal with the salt, put it all over this chicken. I'm gonna take a little bit of pepper. What I'm gonna do is flip this guy. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Once again, take salt. Salt this guy up. The salt will also help with the crisping of the skin. And some black pepper. Perfect. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to go ahead and place this whole chicken breast side down. And we got a sizzle. Go ahead and lower the lid. Now we're going to go ahead and increase this time. Oops. To 1 hour. So it's been about 30 minutes. We're going to lift the lid. This is looking really good. It's browning up nicely. Now we're going to flip the bird. I'm going to try something different this time. I'm going to use my silicone mitt and a wooden spoon and flip this guy. This is much easier in the grill than it is in the Ninja Foodi. Look at that. Beautiful. And we're going to immediately close the lid. Now this is going to cook for another 30 minutes. What I should have done was take a quick temp, which I'm going to do right now. Yeah, this is like 116 degrees. Let's go ahead and close the lid. Now I do want to tell you one trick. I did a chicken yesterday. It was a 4-pound chicken and it was a bit lopsided. So what I did was I balled up a piece of parchment paper and put it under the chicken to level it out. Because I wanted to make sure it had even browning. Because if I left it the way it was like lopsided. So the one half would have browned up much quicker than the other half. So I leveled it out by rolling up a piece of parchment paper. I thought about using foil, but then I was worried that the foil would actually scratch the bottom of the pan, because I already have some scratches on the bottom of the pan. But if you have parchment paper, go ahead and ball that up and level that chicken out. So we have about a minute left, and I want to take a quick temp on this. Oh my, look at that chicken. This is gorgeous, and I didn't even put any oil on top. Oh, this is gonna be great. Let me just poke him in the leg here. All right, we still have a few more minutes. It's 160. The carryover should bring this up to full temp. I'm gonna let the 1:05 seconds now go down, and then we'll take this chicken out and we're gonna let it rest for about 10 minutes. Couple seconds left. It's done. Gorgeous. This bird is gorgeous. Let's see if I can get him out of here without killing him, so to speak. I'm gonna pick them up just like that with the tong. We're doing the tong method. Just gonna let the juices run out a bit. I'm gonna put it on a quarter sheet pan with a rack so it can sit and then drain all those juices. Now the temp was 160. We should have carry over to at least 165. I wanted to show you this gorgeous bird. Now this might drip on the floor, but it's nothing unusual. I want to tip it so you can see it. It's still steaming. Look at that color. I did not put any oil on there. The only thing I did, I put some butter under the skin. Look at that. Beautiful. Let me cut a piece of this off and we'll do that taste test. All right. Whoa. I want you guys to see that. Look how moist that is. I'll press on it. Ah. Taste test. Mmm. This is delicious. The breast meat is super moist and the skin is just so crispy. I mean, look at that. Delicious. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, hit the notifications button. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Once again, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Mmm.